Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Played with Meg and Mike. We are here after a Kobara Tribal Council. Get my computer to work. Where Kobara, it's been a while since they've been here, and they were surprised to lose the challenge yesterday and to end up here. And now, even more surprising is Cowin voted out of the game.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I was not
coming.
I did not see that coming either. What do you think happened, Cowin? Or walk us through the tribal and kind of and how you think it played out.
So I'm not fully. I don't know fully. I think so. Jordan flipped on me and Chelsea flipped on me. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was like Graham that set Jordan up or whatever, right? But I think it's crazy. Chelsea wanted to keep Sharon alive, and maybe Sharon, Kyle, and Chelsea had some big plans since the beginning, since the house vote. If they were, they're super smart, right? Yeah. So Kyle, I mean, since day one, Kyle coming into this game, I figured he was the second biggest threat in this game. And I'm going to talk a lot about him because he was getting too excited on that video. He's taking this a little personal. So I'm going to talk a little about him. So why the hell not, right? Like, I don't give a shit. Oh, Meg, parental advisory, right? I'm going to be swearing a lot. So.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Swears. Also, who is the number one threat? You said Kyle's
Silas. So I figured Silas was number one. Kyle was number two, and then German was number three. But I reconsidered it later on because Silas is always an easy vote for people because he knows everyone. So everyone's just going to be like, hey, this guy knows everyone. Let's boot him out of this game. And with German, he has that big alliance, and he's going to get booted out of the game. But Kyle is really, really smart at this game. Like, he is by far, I think, the smartest in this game. He knows when to throw his jabs and step back. And I think he's a mastermind. He's a genius. And like, it's crazy because I'm gonna vote with Chelsea all the time, right? But she decided to go with Kyle, a guy that's gonna burn her in the end. And I guess Jordan voted too. So, same thing with Jordan, right? Like, Jordan doesn't know Kyle. Like, why the hell would he vote with him? But that's how good he is. That's how good he is at this game. He's a silent assassin. He's a mastermind.
So what you think happened then is that on the revote, and the tie makes sense, right? You guys decided to split your votes. Kyle played the idol, saved himself. You must have thought that it was going to be 3-1 for you to stay, not 3-1 for Sharon to stay. At that point.
Exactly. As soon as it came up, I was kind of like, okay, Chelsea's not going to vote for me. Graham's not going to vote for me. Jordan's not going to vote for me, right? And I started messaging Kyle like, hey, man, look, this vote didn't, go as planned. You know what I mean? I actually voted Sharon right off the hop by accident. So I never vote right away. If people ask me, I vote right away. I never do. And I sent a message to... Yeah. Can we talk about that? I sent a message.
Oh, I can tell. Yeah, I can say it. So Cowin sent me his vote for Sharon at 5:30 roughly, and then later tried to change it to Kyle, and I said you can't do that because you've already given me your vote. I also knew that I figured it would be saving you too. I was like, this rule change is going to save Cowin because Cowin was about to put an extra vote on Kyle, which was going to be canceled out, and you were just going to go home anyway. So I thought that rule change was actually saving you, and it didn't end up. But
I voted in the time period, right? I voted in the time period.
Yeah. It wasn't a rule change, sorry, but like,
yeah. So like I always have this thing set up. Like, I'm never gonna send screenshots. I don't even know why I do it, right? But I have Andrew Hackett saved as Mike Hackett, right? So it's MH in my iPhone. so anytime
some higher, just a little bit higher.
Yeah, every tribal council I send them a vote just saying like Sharon or Kyle or whoever, right? So he gets these random messages and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, what's going on here?" Oh, it's Survivor Hamilton. Oh yeah, fine. Because he played a long time ago. So
yeah, he didn't really. Played is a loose term for the old games.
No, exactly. So when Kyle was talking about lying and stuff, technically I kind of didn't lie because I voted Sharon, and I told him I was voting Sharon, and I voted Sharon, and he still booted me out of the game. Jeez.
So do you think then, because you had been planning to change it to Kyle, do you think that somebody told him that, and then that kind of somehow he turned other people against you?
I think Chelsea probably just wanted to keep Sharon alive in the game. I don't get why. I know they have a secret, like, really good friendship, but I mean, I was never gonna turn on Chelsea. I would never do that in the game. But obviously now going forward in more games, it's going to be me against her, right? So she obviously doesn't want to have an alliance with me in any Survivor Hamilton game, and I'm going to play every time. She's going to play every time, right? So just putting it out there. I'm putting a target on her back next time we play, right?
Jeez.
You're already planning vengeance 2 years out.
Well, no. Yeah, probably. I mean, there might be a quarantine next year, and Mike might start it up early, and then I'm going to try to get Chelsea out right away.
I don't think this quarantine will be over by next year, so I think we'll be we'll be back to back. How do you feel, Cowin? Obviously, you're one of the people who cares about the game the most, and this is a shock, and so you probably weren't expecting this. Like, how do you just feel about it?
I always expect it. I have this name apparently in this game that I'm like a mastermind too, right? That I'm a big target and people should knock me out. It's so weird because I fucking suck at challenges. Like out of the 20 questions so far, or whatever, 25 questions, I probably got 3. Like, I am fucking horrible. So if we get to a merge, like, I'm just basically give up. How many times, Mike, have I messaged you, like, you did Run We Roared on a Friday night, and I was just like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not doing it. I just sent you a bunch of random letters, right? So, but I have this big, big target on my back, and I don't get why. Like,
do you feel like you would feel less hurt by this if it was performance-based?
I'm not hurt at all, to be honest.
If they voted you off because you're bad at it?
Yeah, why do you think they voted? You thought it was just because they wanted to keep Sharon instead?
Yeah, I guess.
So there was more to it.
Honestly, I think Kyle convinced them. To be honest, I think so. But I'm obviously butthurt. I'm super butthurt, right? Because I love playing this game. You know this. I talk about this game 24/7. I talk about it to everyone in this game. I love this game. But the fact that an idol was played tonight, great. Now, even though I don't like Chelsea now, but I mean, now there's a chance of Chelsea or Graham having an idol later in the game, and Kyle doesn't have to have it in the merge. So perfect, right? That worked out great. I thought it was a sacrifice, but whatever. And it makes it for a pretty fun week because no one saw this coming except for Kyle, Chelsea, and Sharon, I guess. And Mike. Well, Martin, you didn't either.
No, I didn't until the revote. I saw those votes come in, and did you hear me say, "Are you sure you're voting for who you want to vote out?"
As soon as you said that, I was like, "Oh, fuck, on! I am Gonzo. That's crazy." But no, I'm obviously I'm super upset. But the thing is, I was voted out week 4 last time, or week 5, and I still followed all the way through. I followed every single week. I made comments on the page. Yeah. I'm going to still follow. I'm going to do all the questions. I love it. I love this game. I love it.
Island is going to be very lucky to have you.
I know. Because, my mind thinks weird, like I said earlier, right? Like, I think about 5 different outcomes in a vote. And this is one of the ones I saw, too, right? I saw a 2-2-2 coming out or a 2-3-1 coming out. And me going home. And I kept saying to Chelsea and Graham, I think I'm going home. And kept saying, like, no, right? But I knew something was up when Chelsea kept saying that she was the one that's worried, and it's like, fuck, Chelsea, I got your back, so why? But I see it.
There's not enough people in the game to not know what's going on, or in the tribe, to not know what's going on. So speaking of,
our tribe was divided.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah,
our tribe was divided from day one. Our tribe was divided. Even the house vote. I mean, it it was pretty straightforward, but it was like people pressuring me to vote House, and I wanted to make a big move at that point. And Chelsea didn't want to do it. Me and Chelsea butt heads. So
yeah. So that's exactly what I was going to ask
been
about.
Divided. We've always been divided. That tribe's always been divided, and it's going to continue to be divided.
So when you guys voted out John, and he had basically made the case against Kyle, right? Yep. And they decided to vote out John because it was an easy vote. That was something you were very much against at that point, right? That was your chance?
I didn't want to do it. It's not that I don't trust House at all, too, right? Because House will just burn me the second he gets a chance. But
I love what this does to your brain, by the way.
I know. I think of everything, right? The way I saw it was that I trust House more than Kyle, and House is a shittier player than Kyle and Elliot too, right? It was either both of them. I hated voting out Elliot, but yeah, and then yeah, that sucked. I wish I could kept House alive, but it would have been my neck on the line for the next week if I tried to do anything crazy.
And when Graham joined the tribe, you must have thought this even strengthens my chances even more.
Yeah, and I don't think Graham burnt me at all. I'm putting that out there. I don't think Graham burnt me. Graham's a good dude, and I think he knows how much I like the game, and I think he kind of wanted to go far with me. I did. I saw that happening.
What's that face mean, Mike?
Maybe he didn't.
Super disappointed.
Yeah, maybe he didn't, right? But there's no way I'm going to vote Graham out of this game. There was no way of me doing that. Like I've told people like Chris Pittman that I was going to do it, but I would never do it. I would never Graham or Chelsea out of the game. Those are the two people I would never ever in my life vote out of this game.
Chelsea, really disappointed.
She's making a smart move, right? Because now she can side up with bastards if she really wanted to, or she could jump onto the other side, right? She's trying to play both sides. She's just threw me under the bus to make a point that she can jump from side to side. It's smart, right? It's smart.
Let's talk about this. How often do you think people are throwing challenges?
I don't think it's too often. I thought that, and I'm glad I didn't do it earlier because I would have at least I got to like midpoint, right? I think Kyle's been throwing challenges. I do. Because he's so freaking good at challenges. He's so good. Like he won immunity. I wouldn't be surprised if he won the last reward. Because he was messaging me right after saying Ruth had it, but like, why the hell would he message me? I think he has it. And then the last 3 out of the 4 challenges, he's just been horrendous. And his last excuse was that he forgot to send it. Like, who the fuck forget to fucking send it? Like, come on. So I think he was throwing them. And Chelsea did really bad on this one too, and she might have thrown it too. Right? Like, I don't know. I feel like they've been working for a little while.
So you think this might have been a plan to get you out?
Maybe. I don't see why they would do it because Kyle had to actually waste an idol. So I mean that's just a theory I had, but I don't think he would actually throw it on purpose because now he's lost an idol. Right? There's no idol for Kyle, so now he's got to try to win it next week against Chelsea, right? And Graham.
Right. Well, that's a good perception.
Who do you want to get voted out next?
Good question. Maybe Kyle, just because he was being a complete dick and taking it really personal and like being gloaty about it, right? Like that's a little much. Like I was having fun with him, right?
What did you lie about that you were a bad liar?
He was saying that that I was so what was going to happen in the vote, what everyone thought was going to happen in our tribe was it was going to be a 3-3 vote between Sharon and Kyle. So obviously Chelsea told him and tried to save Sharon, right? But I fucked up my vote and it ended up being a 2-2-2. How did it end up being a 2? I'll figure that out later. So he thought I was voting Kyle and I didn't. So technically I didn't lie.
one of the things I told you, and you mentioned on the group chat that like sometimes like we'll talk about all the different scenarios, and other people we do the same thing, right? People kind of tell me what they're dealing with, and I'll try and just help them kind of talk through it. But one of the things you told me that the plan was to put all the votes on Sharon and Kyle, and also to have Sharon and Kyle vote for each other, right? And
yes,
so
correct.
the gap you have there is if they find out that plan, then there's no incentive for them to vote for each other. Their only incentive is to vote together for somebody else.
Exactly.
So that, and you also knew that Kyle has been working very hard since Sharon joined the tribe to win her over and that Kyle was more likely to have Sharon than you were to have Sharon.
Exactly. Yeah. I put a lot of faith in Chelsea. I did.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think? Yeah.
I put a lot of faith, and it's crazy that she didn't flip. But hey, I mean, she's gonna side with Sharon, and Sharon's gonna burn her hopefully in the end. And then I'll just laugh at her. Like, hey, it's all good.
That's the game, man. Like honestly, if you mentioned that you would have Chelsea's back no matter what. Like she's your number one in the game, and she just betrayed you. So, or you believe she did. So that's completely fair what you're saying.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. But no, it was a smart, like it is kind of a smart move by them, right? Because I am kind of a wild card, right? So, but I mean, it's weird that it's an easy vote, right?
Cowin.
Yeah, wild card Cowin.
But so what do you think? What do you think happens next?
Well, a merger is going to happen soon, right? And there's going to be. Yeah, there's going to be.
But let's say Kobara loses, right? Let's say that it doesn't happen, and then there's another challenge, and Kobara loses. What happens on Kobara now that you're not there?
Kyle's safe. Charles, probably Jordan or Graham's gone. Yeah, I think.
If you think that they're throwing challenges,
Jordan's going to be screwed, right?
Wouldn't be the first time for Jordan. He's been able to make it through. But like you were just saying, if you think that they're throwing challenges and that,
I don't think they'll throw anymore. They wouldn't throw anymore. No, they'll just let whatever happen, right?
That sounds like a challenge, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I know. I thought about throwing challenges, but you basically said that's the stupidest thing ever.
No,
like, no one should throw a challenge. Yeah, it's bullshit.
I hate people throwing challenges.
Yeah, that's why I never did it, right? Because it is.
And basically, if it became like a prevalent thing where people were just deciding to win or lose each week, I would just stop playing. I would just stop doing the game.
Yeah, it would take over. Because
it's like you're screwing the 5 people on your tribe that tried, right? Yeah. And it's like it's maybe okay if it's like a once in a while like kind of strategy thing, but now that everybody's talking about it and everybody's considering doing it. If you're going to do that, you're taking control away from me. You're taking control away from everyone else in the game, and it's not happening. So
it's like when you take his control away. Don't touch.
Yeah, it's like the roof. It's like the roof thing, right? Like it's a genius move, but really, it's kind of a dick move to.
It's not the spirit of the game.
Oh, it's not. It really isn't.
But again, for a lot of people who are very, very brand new to this game, they don't know what the fuck the spirit of the game is. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't mean anything to them. So
the spirit of this game is a malevolent tool.
Yeah. But no, if it's like obvious that people are throwing the game from going forward, it's like I'll even like I'm gonna follow it all the way to the end, right? I'm gonna be at the barbecue trying to convince people to vote a certain way, right? Because I love it, right? But if I know that
you would have made such a good jury member. It's a shame.
Yeah, because I don't see like I see the game and how it's played, right? Like the person I want to win the game, even though I just said I want Kyle out of this fucking game because he's an asshole and he's gloaty fuck. He's so fucking smart, and I want him to win this game. I do. I really want him to win this game because he's such a great player at this game. He's so.
Who would be
smart
your second choice if not Kyle? Then who would you like to see win?
I don't know, Graham or whoever. But I think I want Kyle to win. I do want Kyle to win.
So Kyle's a bloody fuck
relationship.
And Chris is a cocky dick.
Cocky. Yeah. It's the Pittman thing, right? It's the Pittman thing. It is, right? But like Chris, I don't think Chris will ever win, right? Because he has Kyle there with him, and Kyle will throw him under the bus. So, but yeah, if I was at tribal council or at the final trial, I would convince people to vote Kyle to win this game because he's really good. He is really good.
Tune really changed on Kyle over the course of this video.
Oh no, I still think he's a what I say, a gloaty fuck or a gloaty dick or whatever. But I've been saying the whole time he's one of the best players at this game. He plays it really well. I'm not change that opinion ever because he's a mastermind. He's really good, and I give him a lot of credit. Like I never thought I'd be taken out by Kyle, and especially in this tribe, and I was taken out by Kyle in this tribe. So you know what I mean, he got Chelsea to flip against me. Like that's crazy. So no, I give all the credit in the world to him. Like that's huge. That's like that's deserving of well, I mean, it's still early. There's still a lot.
And we talked about it when John was still in the game that was the chance, right? Or after he left, that was the chance. You had the most votes. You had Dave there. You had enough votes to make that move. And once you had one less vote, then all of a sudden it didn't make much more sense.
Yeah, but Kyle was also planting seeds, right? He does what I do or what I did. He messages people right away and talks to them about the game. So he had Dave not willing to vote for him, Sharon not willing to vote for him. She kept saying she wouldn't vote for him, but like she would vote for him, but she wouldn't. I knew it. And he had Jordan not willing to vote for him, and obviously Elliot, but I flipped Elliot that one vote. So yeah, that was good. That was my big move in the game. Can we talk about that? Can we give you a little bit of credit in this game?
Of course. It was a big move.
Okay. It was. So the Elliot vote, so maybe I am sort of a big player. I'm not that big though, because obviously I suck and I can't get to the friggin' merger. Yeah, so I was hanging out with you on a Thursday. Friday, I get a message from Chelsea or a call from Chelsea and I'm going home. So I put a lot of work on Dave, right? Because it was going to be Dave, Sharon, Elliot, and Kyle voting for me, and I put a lot of work on Dave, and I really like Dave, and I think he really liked me. Like I'm actually kind of looking forward to going to Exile Island, and he's got this like little notepad. Apparently, he's got a notepad with all these he's like his journal. He's got a little journal going on, or Dear Diary, today on Survivor Hamilton, week 6. I'm really looking forward to it. But anyway, so I flipped Dave, and at that point it was like, okay, well, I'm safe in this game, and I decided to call Elliot and try to get him to flip too, right? To try to get Kyle out of the game. I did try to get him out the second week, right? Or the second vote. So I guess it is smart that Kyle booted me because I'm going to just...
Well, it sounds like he did a good... You know, the big difference is he convinced people not to vote for him and you didn't.
No, I had Jordan not voting for me. I had apparently Chelsea not voting for me, and I had Dave not voting for me. As soon as Dave said he wasn't voting for me, that was the game changer, right? It totally flipped the whole script.
Well, did you put as much effort into this one as you did that one?
No, I didn't. No. That vote,
maybe Kyle did.
I spent I think so. Yeah, because I put a lot of faith in Chelsea, and on the vote with Elliot, I think I didn't put any faith in Chelsea. Chelsea fucked me on that one too. Come to think about it,
no.
Seriously, because it was supposed to be a straightforward vote, and we were supposed to vote out Elliot, and she kept it was such a stressful day, and it was between Dave and Elliot. I'm like, I'm not voting Dave out. I don't want to fucking vote Dave out. I want to vote Elliot out. I'm not voting, I'm getting rid of the bastards. And she made it so stressful, and I figured out by the end of the day that she was talking to Kyle. But I thought it was like a one-time thing. It was a one-night stand, but apparently they're in bed together.
Well, that's a good analogy. I guess you.
But anyways, yeah. So I flipped Elliott against Kyle. So at least that was pretty cool. But it was pretty cool. Like I convinced Elliott to go against Kyle. But it made total sense because Kyle protected himself and left Elliott exposed, right? So.
Well.
Damn.
Shit, man. Fuck, man. I'm still gonna talk to you all the time.
Oh well, of course we better. But now you told me earlier that if you got voted out, you could enjoy Canada Day more freely.
Yeah, but I still want to play this goddamn game. Yeah, no, I mean it doesn't matter, right? Like, it does. Like, I'm always gonna be sad, but I think the people in this game are pretty involved. There's a few that aren't, right? There's like one or two that aren't. Three that aren't. Cox, Jordan, James probably aren't. Peter now. 4. But
are you sure we can just let Cowin keep playing? Can you just play?
No. The thing about Mike, he likes me so much that he might secretly bring me back. You know what I mean? Like, Mike loves me so much that there might be some crazy advantage on Exile Island, and he'd be like, "Hey, Cowin, 5 minutes from now, there's a challenge, so get ready." You know?
Think about it.
I wish, buddy. I can't do that. But
I know.
I will say,
it ruins the game.
What I will say though is that Exile Island starting on its own without me having to do that, without me having a plan for it, definitely encouraged me to take a look at that and figure out, some way to have Exile Island play a factor as well. And that's all I'll say about that. But obviously with Emerge coming soon, you probably won't have to wait too long for news on that stuff.
I was kind of hoping to make the merge. I wanted to be a voice on the council.
No shit.
Because people are going to vote with their hearts, right? People are going to vote with their hearts, or they're going to follow their alliance. But you really do have to vote with who played the best game. That's literally, I'm putting it out there. Vote who is playing the best game. You know what I mean? Chelsea burned me. She's still that's a great move, right? Kyle won against me, but he's still a great player. You gotta look at what happened. Silas was out because of Kyle, and I'm out because of Kyle, right? So he's a great player. So I'm just telling this so they can consider it.
You mentioned voting for Kyle. Yeah, you are. You mentioned voting at the end for the player who played the best game. Meg, are you still sore about not getting all the votes?
No, I did so good. I did.
You did do really well.
I remember you saying that you were pissed that you didn't get. It wasn't a clean sweep.
Well, I mean, because I'm petty and I like attention, but really,
I don't like the fact that you took Becky all the way, though. She didn't even play the game at all. She did nothing.
I was chatting. We were talking all day, talking about Hanson, talking about what it's like to, be adult women who like that band. By the way, Hanson's canceled. Cool. They're canceled. We found out about Zach's problematic past.
Oh no!
I know.
And which one's Zach?
The young heartthrob, the youngest.
Oh, the one that everybody loves.
Yeah, not Taylor.
I don't like him.
Yeah,
well, Taylor's the girl.
Nobody likes him. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm fine. I think it was John House that didn't vote for me.
Was it just one?
It was one or two. I remember Silas being pissed.
Might have been Silas or Tyler. I can't remember one of them.
Tyler, I think, ended up saying that he voted for me, but I was still kind of bitchy to him. So I don't know.
Tyler's a scoundrel in this game. He's smart. Mm-hmm. He's a good player.
Well, I hope he comes back. He's taking this one off.
I hope he comes back. He's good.
Cowin, and anything? What was your favorite part of the game? Was it that big? Was it making that move, getting Elliott out?
Yeah, that was obviously for sure. I mean, I kind of wish there was a little bit more action, but at the same time, I don't. Right? I got a daughter, so
yeah, you do.
Having family time was good. So,
do you think that if Kobara had lost more challenges early in the game, you would have been voted out even sooner? Given how this is played out?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I have this target on my back. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. But some people just think about the short term instead of long term.
Yeah. And I do feel like people know who I'm close with, and they tend to target those people.
Yeah, like your whole family.
Which is really, really annoying, because those are the people I'm most likely to talk about the game with, right?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm glad that you dropped that you and Graham don't talk. So just tell everyone that you and Jordan talk all the time, because Jordan will be out next, and then probably Graham.
I do talk to Kyle about the game a lot, so I will put that in there.
Yeah, but he's got his own little Survivor, and if anyone's like, he's pretty good with it too. He's got a little Survivor school going.
He's doing his own game. Yeah, Kyle, at the same time.
Kyle at the merger, send everyone the link, because it's a good read. It's not as good as Mike's, but it's amateur, right? You're the professional, he's the amateur, so it's good. It's a good read. It is.
Thanks, Cowin. Have you been watching any good TV shows or movies or reading any books over the last little while?
So reading, I never read. Game of Thrones is the last thing I read. And I didn't. Hey, Dunkel, whatever Wheel of Fortune or whatever.
Wheel of Time.
Wheel of Time. I didn't read it. I just said I did.
I know you were just messing with everybody.
Yeah. Apparently, I am the worst liar. I do like Wheel of Fortune. I watch Wheel of Fortune Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m.
I love.
It's the best. It is the best. So yeah, I watch Wheel of Fortune.
What's that face?
Tiger King was good. Last Dance was good. Ballers. No one said this yet. Ballers good. If you like sports and
with The Rock.
Ballers with The Rock. Yeah, Mike, you would even like it. It's really good. You'd probably know a few of the people in it.
A couple episodes. Yeah, and I never.
Westworld's good for the first 2 seasons, and third sucks. And that's all I got. I just watch like news and BNN, and I'm bored. Kids stuff.
Well, Cowin, thanks for the long chat. We had a long tribal video and then a long played video as well.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's good.
I guess
it's been a lot of fun.
I spilled everything. I just went for it.
What we like.
That's good. Anything else? Any other grenades you want to throw before we leave?
No, I do wish Chris Pittman would go really far too, though. He loves this game. Yeah, he loves it. And I was actually really looking forward to working with him, which is crazy because I worked with them on the Silas vote, and I worked with them on the House vote, or Kyle. I consider Kyle and Chris the same thing. I worked with them on the House vote. And I technically, kind of in a roundabout way, I worked with him on this vote. I was really looking forward to working with Chris, even though Meg really hates him. I was really looking forward. He is a dick. He is a cocky
Everyone is
dick.
somebody's villain.
Yeah, he should be in the villain. Can I be in the heroes and he be in the villain?
I'm sure he's thrilled to be coming up so much on a tribal council that he had nothing to do with.
He talks. The thing is, he talks to everyone all the time. Like I think he's literally on the phone 24/7. It's a lot, right? It's crazy. But I give a lot of credit to those people because I want people like that, right? I wasn't as involved this time around.
Mm-hmm.
But I give a lot of credit to the people that are willing to dedicate not their lives, but you know what I mean, their free time, to Survivor Hamilton. I love that. That's why I like Dave.
Me too. Yeah. Well, I'll invite you to Exile Island later this year in a little while. Get you out of that Kobara bullshit tribe, and then I'm just joking. It was a good move, right? As no one thought.
It was smart.
Obviously, for some people, it's going to improve their game.
Yeah.
And that's, or they perceive it will, and that's good, man. Because you were surprised, and
you were surprised. I think the audience is going to be surprised. So it makes the game, right? I'm going to post it later on. People are going to be like, "What the fuck happened to you?" People have been asking me at the cottage. They've been like, "Hey, you still alive? Are you still alive?" I'm like, maybe this week, maybe every week. I say I might be going home. So
not anymore. We made it over halfway.
Yeah, that's something. I'm never going to make it past. I'm never going to make it far. I fucking suck at this game.
There's always next time, and keep, like I said, keep an eye out for news.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Good. Well, we can chat later if you want tonight.
Keep an eye for what?
Nothing. So it's a holiday tomorrow. So if you want to chat later tonight, we can obviously do that. Stay up late.
Yeah, buddy. I got another video chat with my hockey boys I gotta get into. So I gotta finish this next bottle of red. I'm getting into it. Obviously.
I was gonna say.
Really getting into it. Fuck. Shit. Oh, shit. All right. I got it out of my system. All right. We're good now.
That was fun.
All right. I love you guys, and I'll be watching you guys all the way. Meg, keep making fun of Chris and keep doing your thing.
I will. Thanks for the support.
All right. And Mike, I love the game, buddy. Keep it up, baby.
Thanks, man. We'll chat later.
All right. Sounds good.
Happy Canada Day.